As we celebrate Fire Prevention Week, I think it's important to mention that fire prevention should happen 365 days a year, not just a few weeks.
This year's theme, I believe, is extremely important. Look, listen, and learn. To look where fires are most likely to occur, learn how to reduce the fire risk, and to be aware so that there is a fire, you know how to best protect yourself and your family.
Between 2009 and 2015, 39% of the city's structure fires were caused by cooking-related fires. That was over 1,000 fires and over $8 million in property loss.
Unattended cooking was the lead factor in cooking fires.
First and foremost in the kitchen when cooking, never leave the stovetop unattended. If you need to leave the kitchen for any reason, we encourage people to turn off the stove, go about your business, come back to the kitchen and start your cooking process again. It's not only leaving the kitchen that's an issue. Other things like things left on the kitchen counter are a leading nuisance with respect to careless cooking fires. Things that should be left on the counter should be well away of the stovetop. Here's an example of things that are too close to the stovetop. If you do have a cooking fire while in the kitchen, there are some measures that you can take to lessen the damage or extinguish the fire if safe to do so. What we encourage people to do is take a pair of oven mitts and if safe to do so, place the pot, the lid on the pot, turn the burner off and the fire will extinguish itself, only if safe to do so. If it is not safe to attempt that, we ask you to leave the house immediately with your family and call 911 from the outside of the building. We will come and take care of the issue. These sorts of fires happen in an instant. In a situation like this, in a facility like this, as you can see, there are no kitchen cupboards above the cooking surface. In most homes, of course, we do have a set of kitchen cupboards above. That is what we have issues with as the fire progresses. The fire does build, ignites the cupboards and the combustibles near, and pretty soon we have a tragedy that not only puts you at risk, but it puts our firefighters at risk too, because we're responding to fires that if people would take care, we would not have to respond to.
The largest complaint about smoke alarms in kitchens is the fact that they go off regularly. But now you can install a specially designed smoke alarm that will significantly reduce the likelihood of false alarms. So we encourage people to check that out. Smoke alarms should also be installed in every bedroom, outside of each sleeping area, and on every level of your home, including the basement.
The first line of defense for people surviving a fire is a properly installed working smoke alarm. And that is why we want to emphasize how critical it is to test your smoke alarm monthly.
It doesn't take very long for you to lose control of what you're doing when you're cooking. And if you're careless and you're tired and you have a cigarette, and next thing you know, your life, your family's life, and your property is absolutely in danger.
Please take the time to ensure that your stove and cooking areas are clear of combustible materials. It is extremely important to ensure that you properly discard your cigarettes. You should use a large ashtray, or if outside, use a metal container that's partially filled with sand. And please ensure that your cigarette is completely extinguished. These small steps can make a world of difference. You are worth it, and your family's worth it. Please take the time to look, to listen, and to learn.